The funniest thing about your enemies is how they only notice your worth after everyone else starts talking about you. That line alone hits them where it hurts, because your whole life right now is proving it true. You became the hottie they used to ignore, and now they're panicking like they just realized they tossed away a winning lottery ticket. It's wild how people act confused when the spotlight they once laughed at suddenly lands right on you. And just like that, the same ones who swore you weren't special are the ones losing sleep over you becoming the topic of every conversation, every group chat, and every quiet little envy session behind your back. Picture it for a second. It's like you were a star covered by clouds, and they shrugged because they couldn't see you shine. But now the clouds moved, your glow is clear, and they're pretending they always knew. That metaphor alone makes them itch because it exposes the truth. They didn't miss you. They missed the chance to claim you before the world noticed. And here's a fact psychologists actually talk about. Humans regret losing people more than missing opportunities. Jobs can be replaced. Money can be made again. But people with rare energy, that's not something you bump into twice. So when someone downplayed you and now watches everyone hype you up, their brain literally hits panic mode. It tells them, you messed up, go fix it before someone else takes them. That panic is the reason your past is suddenly speeding back into your life like they're late to an appointment. And before we go any deeper, thank you, chosen one, for even being here. Don't forget to pay this message back by pressing like and subscribe. It helps the message reach more souls, and you're part of a force bigger than you think. You're helping spread light, and I'm genuinely glad you're part of this mission. Now let's slide right back into our topic, because your story is heating up fast. You became the person people can't stop talking about, and it's not because you begged for attention or changed yourself for validation. You just grew, healed, and stepped into a version of yourself that hits different. Your confidence is louder without making a sound. Your presence feels expensive. Your vibe feels rare. And the universe clearly decided it was time for you to take center stage. That's why there's so much motion around you right now. When a person levels up, the world reacts, and the reactions aren't always pretty. Some people clap, some people freeze, some people pretend nothing changed, but deep down, they all feel it. You're not the same. The people from your past feel it the most. They're remembering how they treated you when you weren't shining this bright, and now they're trying to act like they didn't fumble the bag. They see the upgrades, they see the glow, they see the confidence dripping off you even when you're silent. And it bothers them. Not because you hurt them, but because your glow reminds them of who they no longer have access to. To them, you becoming more attractive, more confident, and more centered feels like a loss they can't explain. They thought you'd stay the same. They counted on it. They assumed you'd still be available whenever they felt bored, lonely, or ignored by someone else. Now they're terrified because you don't orbit them anymore. Your attention used to be something they didn't value, but now your absence feels like punishment. They scroll through your life like detectives, trying to figure out who you're becoming and why the world is reacting to you. They're not looking out of love. They're looking out of fear. Fear of being replaced. Fear of being forgotten. Fear of realizing that someone else is enjoying the version of you they never appreciated. And trust me, chosen one, nothing bruises an ego harder than watching the person they underestimated become the person everyone else wants. Your rise is messing with them. It challenges their old image of you. They want to come back so they can rewrite the past, pretend they always cared, act like they didn't hold you at arm's length while you were trying to love them. They want a second chance, not because they've changed, but because you changed in ways that make them look foolish. They hate that your glow exposes the role they played in losing you. They hate that your success, your growth, and your new attention make them look like the person who dropped the ball. But here's where it gets real. Their return isn't random. They're showing up because your name is floating around in places they never expected. People are talking, people are reacting, people are noticing, and this makes your past feel threatened. That's why their messages get friendlier, their tone gets warmer, their curiosity gets louder. They're hoping to squeeze their way back in before the door fully closes. You can't let that cloud your mind. The universe didn't bring you this far just to drag the past behind you like old luggage. Your glow is attracting attention, but you must understand this attention comes in two forms: appreciation and obsession. Appreciation is pure. Obsession is messy. Appreciation celebrates you. Obsession wants to claim you. Appreciation flows, obsession clings, and right now, a lot of the people running back are doing it from a place of obsession. They don't want to cherish you. They want to control the narrative so they don't look like the villain. Your journey is not about recycling history. It's about choosing what aligns with your new level. And chosen one, your new level is not for the weak. It's not for the lazy. It's not for the jealous. It's not for those who didn't believe in you until the world told them to. When people return now, they're not returning to who you were. They're returning to who you became. And that version of you is expensive, valuable, attractive, magnetic, rare. They can't buy their way back in with excuses or nostalgia. This moment in your life is a test of your vision. Do you choose comfort or growth? Familiar faces or real loyalty? Old patterns or new standards? You're not the person who chases anymore. You're the person people chase. And that shift flips the whole dynamic. When they left, they thought you'd wait. When they return, they realize you're not even looking in their direction. That's why it stings. That's why they're desperate. That's why they can't stay away. Chosen one, your glow is not an accident. It's the universe putting you on the biggest stage of your life. Let the past watch from the audience while you steal the show. And hey, chosen one, before we keep going, thank you for being here in this moment. Your rise is loud, your glow is obvious, and the universe didn't bring you to this video by accident. If you're really ready to claim the spotlight that everyone's been whispering about, drop the number 777 in the comments so the energy stays strong. And if you feel led to support the team behind this message, even a tiny super thanks keeps this light moving forward. It fuels the work that brings you the truth people don't want you to hear. Whether it's a cent or 100, it all pushes this mission further. And now, chosen one, breathe in, lock in, and stay close. Because if you really are the hottie everyone's talking about, you're going to want to hear every word of what's coming next. Let's get into it. Number 1. The door they slammed is now the one they're begging at. Nothing humiliates an enemy more than realizing the person they threw away became the person they can't stop obsessing over. That line alone is enough to crack their ego in half because it exposes the truth they try so hard to hide. Their return isn't flattering. It's embarrassing for them. You were the one they dismissed, the one they downplayed, the one they thought would stay small. Now you're the hottie everyone's talking about, the one the universe clearly upgraded, and they can't stand it. Their pride didn't expect this plot twist. They thought walking away put them above you. Watching you glow without them is eating them alive. It's almost funny how their memory suddenly got sharp. When they had access to you, they acted like you were nothing special. They were standing so close to the fire that they couldn't feel its heat. But now that distance pushed them into the cold. Your warmth is all they think about. You turned into the spotlight they never expected to face. And now here they are, crawling back under the excuse of checking in, when the truth is, their mind won't shut up. about you. They're haunted by the question, how did someone I underestimated become the one everyone is chasing? And trust me, chosen one, the answer hurts them more than anything you could say. Think of it like this. When they were in your life, they treated you like a background character. Now the universe handed you the main role, and they're stuck in the audience watching you steal every scene. It messes with their head because they swore you'd crumble without their presence. They imagined you staying the same, waiting, hoping, shrinking. Instead, you grew sharper. Your aura got louder. Your value skyrocketed. You became the name they hear in conversations they're not even part of. Imagine how that feels to someone who bet on your downfall. That's the metaphorical slap that keeps landing on their ego. You might wonder why they're returning now. Why choose this moment? Why act like they suddenly care? Let's be honest. People don't come back because they woke up holy. They come back because reality slapped them with the truth. Losing you was the worst decision they ever made. And yes, they'll pretend they're here with good intentions. But under that mask, desperation, regret, panic. They're hoping your new shine hasn't erased the memories of how badly they treated you. They're hoping there's still a version of you that will open the door out of habit. They want to believe time froze for you the same way it froze for them. But time didn't freeze for you. It elevated you. The universe has a weird sense of humor. It will hide your glow from the wrong people and then reveal it the moment they're no longer allowed near you. That's why their return feels so strange. Their timing is too perfect and too pathetic. They show up right after you start getting noticed, right after you heal, right after they realize you were the real prize. Humans don't regret losing average energy. They regret losing rare energy. And your energy, chosen one, is rare enough to sting. They'll start with soft stories. I miss you. I've been thinking about you. I didn't realize what I had. But listen closely. Are they talking about you or the access they lost? Because access is what they're hungry for. They want your attention again because it made them feel important. They want your presence again because it made them feel chosen. Now that you've become the hottie everyone keeps mentioning, they want to claim you just to soothe their own insecurity. They can't stand the idea of someone else getting what they wasted. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. Your success exposed the part of them they tried to hide. It revealed their immaturity, their selfishness, their inability to see value unless the world labels it. They want to return to rewrite the narrative. They don't want to be the villain. They want to pretend things just happened. But you remember everything, the cancelled plans, the ignored messages, the way they rolled their eyes at your dreams, the way they treated you like an option when you were giving them main character loyalty, and now they expect a second chance. That's the comedy of it all. They return empty-handed, hoping nostalgia will blind you. They want to use your memories as their escape route from guilt, but nostalgia is dangerous. It highlights the good moments and hides the truth. It tricks you into thinking maybe they've grown. But growth takes work. Most people don't grow. They just get bored or lonely. Their life declined without your energy, and now they're hoping you'll fix the emptiness they created. Before you let anyone back, ask yourself a simple question. What are they bringing this time? If the answer is excuses, apologies without action, or recycled promises, then they're not here to give. They're here to drain. And you're not the same person they discarded. You're the person they regret losing. Their return is not a blessing, it's a test. The universe is checking if you've learned to protect your throne. When they knock, you don't owe them anything, not your time, not your warmth, not your explanation. Silence is a powerful reply because it tells them what words can't. You outgrew them, and that hurts them deeper than any argument ever could. They wanted to see you struggle. Instead, they're witnessing your rise. They wanted you to chase them. Now they're the ones chasing shadows of the past, hoping you'll pause your progress just to entertain their guilt. But you're done entertaining the past. Your life is moving, your glow is rising, your name is spreading, and the universe didn't elevate you for decoration. It elevated you because you were built for the spotlight. Their regret might drown them, but that's their ocean, not yours. You're not responsible for rescuing people who threw away their lifeline. If they couldn't walk with you in struggle, they don't deserve front row seats to your shine. Their return is proof, not privilege. It confirms your value, it confirms your growth, and it confirms that your presence is unforgettable. But not everyone gets a second chance to win. Keeping the door shut isn't cruelty, it's self-respect. So let them knock, let them wonder, let them feel the weight of their mistake. You're not here to babysit someone's regret. You're here to rise, and chosen one, your rise is only getting started. Number 2. The chase is dead, and so is their control over you. Nothing terrifies an enemy more than a person who no longer needs their attention, approval, or access. That's the punch they feel straight in the ego, because your refusal to chase them anymore is the very thing ripping their power away. They built their whole identity on the idea that you'd always come running, always reach out first, always fight to keep the connection alive. They depended on the version of you that still believed in their potential. Now that version is gone, and they're waking up to the cold truth that you're not playing their game anymore. And here's another line for their bruised pride. The moment you stopped knocking is the moment they realize the door was never theirs to control. You didn't give up. You leveled up. You didn't fold. You finally stopped pouring into a cup that had holes in it. They mistake your silence for anger, but silence isn't anger. Silence is clarity. Silence is power. Silence is you choosing yourself in a way they never expected. Imagine this. For the longest time, they thought you were some endless fountain that would always flow toward them. They believed you'd bend your schedule, shrink your needs, soften your standards, and beg for scraps of attention. But now that fountain dried up, and they're standing there with empty hands, stunned that the river they took for granted no longer runs through their life. Your refusal to chase is the drought their ego can't survive. Another hit they're feeling deep. People don't panic when you leave. They panic when they realize you're not coming back. That's what's happening right now. They didn't expect you to lock your door. They didn't expect you to stop knocking on theirs. They never imagined you'd reach a point where you stopped trying to fix what they kept breaking, but you did. You chose yourself, and that choice exposed the truth they tried to ignore. Imagine this next metaphor. You used to be the flame, and they were the moth that felt entitled to your warmth. They expected you to glow on command, even when they weren't giving anything back. But now the flame moved, the light shifted, and suddenly the moth has to deal with the darkness it created. That darkness forces them to finally see the pattern they never wanted to admit. The whole connection survived because you kept it alive. You might ask yourself, why did they expect me to chase? Why did they think I'd keep trying? Because they got comfortable. Your generosity made them lazy. Your love made them entitled. Your loyalty made them arrogant. They believed you'd always be the one adjusting, fixing, apologizing, showing up, reaching out. They built a fantasy where you were the chaser and they were the prize. But the universe doesn't reward fantasies. It rewards growth, and your growth shattered their illusion. Let's drop another quote that slaps them hard. When you stop chasing someone, you force them to see the value they ignored. That's what's happening now. Your silence is louder than all the messages you ever sent. Your absence is heavier than all the moments they overlooked. You didn't pull back to punish them. You pulled back because you saw the truth. You realized begging for someone's presence only makes them value it less. You lived through the seasons where you gave too much and received too little. You stood in rooms where your voice echoed because no one cared enough to respond. Eventually, you learned what they never thought you would. Real connection should be a dance, not a chase. Imagine this. You're sitting on a throne you built yourself, brick by brick, through pain and growth and self-respect. They're the runaway knight wandering around in circles, expecting you to drop your crown and sprint after them. But kings don't chase wanderers. Queens don't beg for loyalty. And chosen ones, they don't dim themselves to keep someone else comfortable. You might wonder, what changed? Why does it feel different now? Because the moment you stopped chasing, the power dynamic flipped. When you were available, they were relaxed. When you stopped being available, you became a mystery. Mysteries create curiosity. Curiosity creates anxiety. Anxiety creates obsession. They went from knowing you to guessing about you, from ignoring you to refreshing your socials, from dismissing your energy to craving it. They're decoding your posts, rereading old conversations, searching for signs that someone else now enjoys the version of you they wasted. And here's the irony. People chase what they fear losing. They never feared losing you because you made it too easy for them to feel safe. Now that you pulled back, they're spiraling. They're wondering if someone replaced them. They're wondering if you forgot them. They're wondering if you're better off without them. And the worst part for them, every sign points to yes. This version of you terrifies them because they can't manipulate someone who's not hungry for their attention. They can't control someone who doesn't need their validation. They can't play games with someone who learned the peace of solitude. You're not blocking them to cause pain. You're blocking them because your peace is finally more important than their chaos. You're not leaving them on read to be petty. You're leaving them on read because the conversation they want to have doesn't serve the life you're building. Imagine this final metaphor. Your life is a train. For the longest time, you paused the journey waiting for people who said they'd show up. You wasted time at stations where no one boarded. But now that the train is moving again, they're sprinting toward it, begging for entry. But entry requires a ticket, and effort is the price. Most of them don't want to pay it. They want free access to a premium experience. But you're done giving discounts on your soul. Your boundaries are the walls they can't climb anymore. Your self-respect is the language they can't speak. And science agrees with you. Studies show humans value what they have to earn. You're not cold. You're not rude. You're teaching people that if they want a place in your world, they must walk beside you, not drag you backward. And here's the absolute truth. When you stopped chasing, you didn't lose anything. You gained everything. You gained clarity. You gained dignity. You gained energy. You gained yourself. You stopped begging for breadcrumbs and started building your own feast. The people meant for you don't require chasing. They show up. They understand effort. They communicate. They care. They meet you where you are without manipulation, without ego, without games. So let the past feel the sting. Let their regret marinate. Let their mind torment them with what-ifs. Because chosen one, you didn't lose them. They lost you, and now they have to watch you live the life they weren't strong enough, mature enough, or loyal enough to be part of. The chase is dead, and so is their control over you. The throne is yours now. Number 3. Your success set their insecurity on fire. Nothing burns an enemy faster than watching the person they dismissed become the person they can't stop staring at. Your rise is the flame they can't look away from, no matter how much it scorches their pride. The moment you started winning without their help, you cracked the entire illusion they built about you. They swore you needed them. They swore you'd fall apart without their presence. But the universe had other plans, and your growth is the receipt proving they misjudged you from the start. Imagine this. You're walking through life with a calm face and a steady pulse, not because life got easier, but because you got harder to shake. That peace you carry now, that's what kills them. The confidence in your stride, that's the slap they never saw coming. You're not loud, you're not bragging, you're just existing in a glow that exposes everything they failed to see when they had front row seats. And inside their mind, the question keeps looping, how did they rise without me? Your rise answers it every day. Your wins are stacking naturally. Better opportunities, more recognition, your name being spoken in rooms you've never even walked into. To the right people, you're inspiring. To the wrong ones, you're a threat. They can't take credit for your glow, and that's what stings. They weren't there when you were battling your shadows. They weren't there when you were rebuilding yourself piece by piece. Now they're forced to watch you shine from the sidelines they made themselves sit on. Here's a quote that slices right through their ego. Your success is their punishment, not your apology. Every win you collect flashes a reminder of how badly they misjudged you. Every opportunity screams, you were wrong about me. And every new level you reach exposes the truth. They left too early, doubted too quickly, and valued you too little. You might wonder, why do they even care now? Because your glow proves that leaving you was their biggest mistake. They hate that the universe crowned you right after they walked away. They hate that your growth didn't pause when they exited. They hate that you became magnetic on your own. Imagine this metaphor. You're a wildfire spreading across a dry landscape. The ones who doubted you, they're the ones watching from a distance, terrified and mesmerized at the same time. They can't get close without getting burned, but they can't look away either. They'll try to circle back, not out of love, not out of loyalty, but because being near you now gives them relevance they can't earn on their own. They want to stand next to your shine so people forget they once dimmed you. Let them watch, let them melt, let them choke on the smoke of your rebirth. Your only job is to keep rising, chosen one. The higher you go, the more their shadows expose themselves. The brighter you burn, the harder it becomes for them to pretend they didn't see your worth. Keep going. Their regret is just background noise now. Number 4. When yesterday shows up, inspect the damage it left. The past doesn't knock because it cares. It knocks because it needs something. That's the truth they don't want you to say out loud. When you rise, you don't just attract supporters. You attract watchers, pretenders, mimics, parasites. The climb exposes the shadows, and the shadows always try to sneak back in when the light gets warm. Your elevation is a staircase, and trust me, not everyone walking up it has good intentions. Some come with smiles, hiding motives. Some come with empty hands, hoping you'll fill them. Some don't want to celebrate you. They want to study you. They want to see what you're building, who you're talking to, what opportunities you're getting. Not to clap, but to calculate. Your progress threatens people who expected you to stay beneath them. Imagine this. You're in your palace, finally at peace, and you hear a knock. When you open the door, you don't see faces. You see intentions. Some hands carry support. Others carry envy. Some hands reach to help, others reach to steal. Your job isn't to be rude, your job is to be wise. Even a snake can look harmless after shedding its skin, but underneath, the venom stays the same. You might wonder, what if they really changed? But here's another truth knife. A return without accountability is just a strategy, not growth. If they don't come back with apologies, clarity, effort, and evidence, then they didn't grow. They just got uncomfortable watching you win without them. Your rise broke their illusion that you needed them to thrive. That discomfort is why they show up now. Imagine someone knocking on your door holding a gift box. You open it, and the box is empty. That's what most of these comebacks are. Pretty words, empty intentions. They want access, not connection. They want the benefits of your glow without doing the work to deserve it. Before you let anyone back in, ask yourself, are they here to add bricks to my empire, or are they loosening the foundation? Are they valuing you, or valuing what you have become? Because not every return is a reunion. Many returns are reconnaissance, attempts to gather information they can use for envy, imitation, or sabotage. Your peace is your currency now. Protect it with everything you have. Some comebacks are blessings, most are tests, and you pass by choosing yourself. Number 5. Your glow is the quake that proves you survived the collapse. They admire the shine, but they'd crumble under the storms that built it. That truth slices them open, because your glow didn't pop out of nowhere. It's the aftershock of everything you survived while they watched, doubted, mocked, or disappeared. They're mesmerized by the light, but blind to the fire that forged it. Your glow is a warning siren and a victory parade at the same time. Imagine this: a city hit by an earthquake. Everything cracks, falls apart, collapses into dust. But when the shaking stops, one structure is still standing, not because it was the prettiest, but because it was built stronger than anyone realized. That's you. Your glow isn't decoration. It's the proof you're still here. They see the aftershock, not the quake. People only see the surface. They see the glow on your face, but not the nights you drowned in your own thoughts. They see the confidence in your stride, but not the mornings you could barely get out of bed. They see the peace in your energy, but not the private wars you fought when nobody checked on you. Your glow is the result of battles the enemy would never survive. Here's another truth that punches hard. Pain is the metal. Pressure is the forge. Your shine was created in silence, not comfort. While they were busy underestimating you, the universe was stripping away everything that couldn't walk with you into your next chapter. Fake friends that became anchors, lovers who drained your soul, jobs that used you up, environments that suffocated your potential. Everything that wasn't aligned had to fall off, even if it hurt. And you might wonder, why did it hurt so bad? Why did I lose so much? Because purging isn't punishment, it's preparation. The universe couldn't let you rise while carrying dead weight. It had to break the old version of you to reveal the raw, unfiltered version that was always hidden underneath. You weren't being cut down, you were being carved out. Imagine shedding an old skin that was too tight, too heavy, too suffocating. It feels painful in the moment, but afterward, you breathe deeper, you move differently, you shine harder. That's what your glow really is. Freedom. They thought cutting you off would break you. They thought walking away would end you. They thought losing them would shrink you. But here's the plot twist they'll never admit. They didn't break you. They freed you. Every betrayal became a compass pointing you toward better. Every wound became wisdom. Every loss became fuel. Everything you survived turned into the spark that lights you up now. And now they have to watch the glow they didn't believe in. They have to watch the rise they tried to prevent. They have to watch the person they underestimated become the hottest topic in every room. Your glow is the aftershock, chosen one, and they can't escape it. Number 6. Your voice is the quake that shattered their control. They loved you silent because silence made their lies sound true. That line hits them right in the spine because your voice is the one thing they prayed you would never reclaim. Your silence kept them powerful. Your silence kept you small. Your silence let them twist the story until you became the villain and they became the victim. But that era is dead. And the moment your voice came back, the ground under their ego cracked like old pavement. They never expected you to speak. They counted on you staying quiet forever. They depended on you swallowing your pain, hiding your truth, and protecting their image. Silence made you easy to misinterpret, easy to manipulate, easy to blame. But here's the twist they couldn't predict. You didn't come back speaking softly. You came back speaking like thunder after a storm. Not loud, just undeniable. Imagine this. For years they walked around like an architect of your collapse, thinking the blueprint was theirs to control. But the second you started telling the truth, the entire structure they built on your silence began to crumble. That's what your voice does now. It shakes liars. It exposes manipulators. It flips the power dynamic until they're the ones scrambling to rewrite the narrative. You might wonder, why do they react so aggressively when I speak up? Because truth is the one weapon they can't defend against. Manipulators survive on confusion. Narcissists survive on distortion. Fake friends survive on half-truths. And your voice brings clarity, the enemy of every deceiver. Truth doesn't yell, it echoes. And your truth is echoing through every room they tried to bury your name in. Your voice isn't about arguments, it's about alignment. It's about saying no when they expect silence. It's about saying this is what happened when they expect denial. It's about defending your peace without guilt, fear, or apology. And that terrifies them because they can't twist someone who knows their worth. Imagine your voice like an earthquake beneath a city built on lies. At first, it's a tremor, then a shake. Then the whole foundation splits open. That's what you're doing simply by telling the truth. You didn't get louder, their illusions just got weaker. And here's the part that hits hardest. Your voice carries the weight of someone who survived storms most people wouldn't last a week in. They don't want to admit that. They don't want to acknowledge the strength you gained. They hoped your broken phases would silence you permanently. They wanted your fear to stay louder than your truth. But you rose anyway. Your voice returned because you finally realized it was never weakness that kept you quiet. It was loyalty. And now that loyalty is gone, your truth is unstoppable. You've seen too much to stay silent. You've grown too much to shrink. You've healed too much to let lies lead the conversation. They never wanted you to realize how powerful your voice really is. They knew once you spoke, their illusions would collapse. And now they feel threatened every time you open your mouth, because your voice is no longer soft. It's steady, sharp, clear, confident. You'll never lose your voice again, chosen one, not after everything you survived. Your truth is the earthquake they didn't expect, and they can't silence a storm they didn't create. Number 7. When you shake the family tree, the truth finally hits the ground. Nothing scares a dysfunctional family more than the one member who refuses to stay silent. That's the punch they feel in their chest, because your rise didn't just rattle exes and old friends, it cracked open the whole family system. You weren't supposed to question anything. You were supposed to keep the peace, swallow the disrespect, and pretend the chaos you grew up with was normal. They expected you to inherit the dysfunction and carry it like some twisted family tradition. But you stopped. And that one decision created an earthquake in your bloodline. Imagine the family tree as this old, overgrown monster where all the rotten fruit hides behind leaves, untouched for decades. No one shakes it because shaking it drops truth. Shaking it exposes patterns. Shaking it exposes abusers, manipulators, takers, liars, and the people who hide behind family as a shield. When you shook it, you didn't just drop the rotten fruit, you exposed who planted it in the first place. Your boundaries became a threat because they break the cycle. And here's the quote they hate the most. Breaking a generational curse feels like betrayal to those who benefit from it. You weren't rebelling. You were correcting. You weren't attacking. You were healing. But healing in one generation feels like destruction to another. Some family members feel exposed because your growth shows how much they refuse to change. Some feel threatened because your strength reveals their weakness. Some quietly envy you because you did what they were too afraid to attempt. And then there are the ones who feel relieved because someone finally stood up, someone finally broke the silence. Someone finally said, "This stops with me." You might wonder, am I wrong for pulling away? Am I wrong for setting boundaries? No. Boundaries aren't betrayal. Boundaries are protection. Protection for your peace. Protection for your future. Protection for the next generation that deserves better. Imagine standing at the root of the family tree, shaking it until every rotten fruit falls, leaving only what's healthy enough to grow. That's what you're doing, and it's powerful. The universe replaces toxic blood with chosen family, people who match your heart, your growth, your energy. So keep shaking the tree, chosen one. Anyone who falls wasn't meant to stay. Number 8. A lion doesn't roar at every stray dog. The loudest ones in the room are always the weakest. That's why they bark, hoping you'll bark back. That truth slices straight through them, because your restraint exposes their desperation. You used to react to everything, every insult, every lie, every shade, every provocation. Back then, they could pull you into chaos because chaos was the only battlefield where they stood a chance against you. Not anymore. You unlocked something lethal, emotional discipline. The old version of you wasted energy trying to defend your character to people who never had any. You used to explain yourself to minds too small to hold the truth. You used to argue with folks who weren't even listening. But now you understand that reacting is expensive, and you're done handing out discounts to fools. Imagine this, a lion walking past a street full of barking dogs. They bark because it's all they can do. They bark because silence from something bigger than them feels like disrespect. They bark because they're trying to provoke a reaction that would make them feel powerful. But the lion doesn't roar back. Why? Because the lion knows a roar is currency, and you don't waste gold on gravel. That's you now. Your enemies bait you because chaos is the only place they feel equal to you. They want you triggered, emotional, loud, out of character. They want you in the mud because mud is home to people who never grew. When you stay calm, when you stay collected, when you stay unbothered, it destroys them. Nothing frustrates an enemy more than realizing they no longer have access to your emotions. Imagine someone lighting a fire, hoping it spreads, only to watch it burn out because you refuse to feed it. Fires die without fuel, and you stopped being fuel a long time ago. Your silence is the new roar. Your indifference is the new dominance. Your walkaway is the new victory. When they expect you to snap, you smile. When they expect you to chase, you turn your back. When they expect drama, you offer peace. And peace is the one thing they can't survive in. Your roar is powerful, chosen one, earth-shaking, soul-shattering, But it's rare now because you're too valuable to waste your voice on background noise. Save your roar for the battles that matter, not for the dogs barking at shadows. Number 9. When they can't kill your power, they try to poison your mind. If they can't beat you from the outside, they'll try to make you crumble from the inside. That's the enemy's entire strategy, wrapped in one brutal truth. Some people don't return to reconnect. They return to destabilize. They come with soft words, familiar smiles, and "I've missed you" energy. But behind their tone sits a motive sharp enough to cut. They know they can't dim your glow, so they try to trick you into dimming it yourself. Imagine this. Someone walks into your kingdom pretending to admire the walls, then starts tapping each stone looking for cracks. That's how these people operate. They show up with warmth, then slip in a subtle insult. A joke, a comparison, a reminder of your past insecurities. They watch your face like a scientist studying reactions. They're hoping one hit lands hard enough to knock you off balance. You might wonder, why come back just to provoke me? Because your rise exposed their irrelevance. They couldn't destroy you directly. They couldn't compete with your growth. They couldn't stop your glow. So now they're banking on the one remaining thing, your reaction. Your anger is the fuel they need. Your silence is the drought that starves them. They want to paint you as emotional, unstable, dramatic, hard to deal with. If they can't win the battle of achievements, they'll try to win the battle of narratives. This isn't reconciliation, it's reputation warfare. They're hoping you slip. One emotional response is all they need to twist the story, play the victim, and tarnish your name. But here's where your new power kicks in. Detachment. Imagine a throne built high above nonsense, high above chaos, high above mind games. That's where you sit now. You answer nothing. You defend nothing. You react to nothing. Your lack of engagement forces them to face the truth they came to avoid. They have no power over you anymore. And here's the punchline that destroys them. When you give them nothing, they lose everything. No reaction means no narrative to twist. No emotional slip means no chaos to use. No engagement means no victory. Their trap isn't their words, it's your reaction. Stay seated, stay regal, stay unreachable. You've outgrown the version of yourself they could manipulate, and that's the loss that hurts them most. Number 10. Your quiet moves make their fear loud. Power that doesn't announce itself is the kind that keeps enemies up at night. That line alone rattles them because your silence isn't emptiness anymore. It's strategy. You're moving differently now, and they can feel it. Not because you're posting about it, not because you're bragging, not because you're giving hints, but because the universe leveled you up into someone who no longer needs applause to validate the win. Silent strength hits harder than loud strength because it leaves your enemies with one weapon, their imagination. And imagination is cruel. It builds monsters bigger than truth. While you're quietly minding your business, they're pacing, panicking, overthinking, wondering what your next move is. People can fight what they see. They can't fight what they can't track. That's why your silence terrifies them more than any roar ever could. Imagine this. You're a chess master who stopped announcing every move. They're stuck staring at the board, sweating over possibilities, while you already know the checkmate is coming. They stalk your social media like detectives, zoom in on your photos, read into your captions, analyze your silence like it's a coded message. Meanwhile, the real empire you're building lives offline, out of reach, untouchable. You might wonder, why does my silence bother them so much? Because they used to read you easily. They knew your reactions, your impulses, your weaknesses. Now those doors are locked. They can't predict you, can't study you, can't map your next steps. Unpredictability is the enemy of manipulators. When they can't anticipate your moves, they lose control, and losing control terrifies them. Imagine being a storm moving across land, silent, strong, unstoppable. No warning sirens, no dramatic build-up, just pressure building where no one sees it until the sky snaps open. That's you right now. Building when they think you're resting, growing when they think you're stuck, rising when they think you're done. Your silence is not emptiness, it's precision, it's power. It's you protecting your peace, your plans, your next level. While they gossip, you strategize. While they watch, you work. While they wait for your downfall, you stack your rise. You're not playing small, you're playing smart, and nothing terrifies them more than the moves they can't see coming. Number 11. The spotlight was built for your head, not their hands. Nothing enrages an enemy more than watching the spotlight they prayed would burn. You turn into the crown you wear effortlessly. That's the truth they choke on every time your name gets mentioned. The spotlight isn't a burden for you. It's the throne light, the universe's way of saying you were always meant to be seen. They wanted the attention to crush you, to expose you, to shake you. Instead, it revealed your strength, your glow, your evolution. The light didn't break you, it crowned you. Imagine this, a stage with one beam shining down. They thought you'd stumble under the pressure. They thought you'd melt, crumble, run, shrink. But you stepped into it like it was home, because it is. You're not intimidated by being seen. You're not scared of the attention. You're not nervous about the whispers. You are the reason the room went quiet in the first place. You might wonder, why me? Why this much attention? Why now? Because influence has a cost, and you finally grew into someone who can afford it. Attention is the tax of presence. Power attracts eyes. Glow attracts witnesses. Your rise demands observers, supporters, and yes, haters. The spotlight exposes shadows, but it also exposes greatness. And right now, greatness is dripping off you whether you announce it or not. Imagine a crown that only becomes visible under bright light. When you were healing, surviving, rebuilding, nobody saw the crown. Now the glow reveals it, and they can't unsee it. They can't dim it. They can't deny it. The spotlight didn't create the crown. It revealed what was already there. You're not shrinking. You're not hiding. You're not apologizing for taking up space. The spotlight is your territory. If they feel heat, that heat is the truth burning through their denial. Drop 77 in the comments if you're ready to own your influence fully. Make sure to subscribe and share this so other chosen ones rise with us. Because your light isn't just light. It's a beacon, a flare, a signal for every person who thought they were alone in the dark. And now that you're shining, they finally see the path. Wear your crown. Stand in the light. Let the universe keep the spotlight exactly where it belongs, on you.